Countdown to economic collapse. July 1st, 2012. America's third party presents ATP, Investigative Journalism, Recent Reports. JP Morgan loses $9 billion. Obamacare passes the Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court decides that lying about military history is okay. What you're about to see is Barack Obama lying about his military history.
Now is the time.
Then, we're betraying what I think is a solemn pact that we make with our veterans. My father served in World War II, and when he came home, he got the services that he needed.
Neither one of Barack Obama's fathers served in the U.S. military. When Obamacare passed the Supreme Court, it's obvious that Chief Justice Roberts gave in to Obama after he botched the inaugural address.
Are you prepared to take the oath, Senator?
I am.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear.
I, Barack Hussein Obama, do solemnly swear
that I will execute the office of President to the United States faithfully.
that I will execute
Faithfully the office of President of the United
office of President of the United States faithfully,
and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Now you'll begin to understand the amount of payback that Barack Obama is exerting and receiving at this time. Here's Elena Kagan, who never served as a judge prior to her appointment at the Supreme Court, or Sonia Sotomayor, who's a known supporter of the La Raza movement. In order to protect him from further scrutiny, his cronies in Washington, the Supreme Court, have ruled in favor of lying to the American people. This is a reversal of countless Supreme Court decisions in the past, including the ruling against perjury. People versus Davis, 1995. And regarding Obamacare and taxation. Or the United States versus Butler in 1936. Or McCulloch versus Maryland, 1819, in which the Supreme Court ruled that the power to tax is the power to destroy. The General Welfare Clause does not apply to anything that is not in the public interest, and private healthcare corporations are not in the public interest. All of these case precedents are being overturned by this new Supreme Court, liberally stacked by Obama, and in lieu of all of these bad decisions, we are now wondering where the future of our country will be headed. Who really is Barack Obama? And why is he and his wife controlling the future of this nation? What right do they have to turn their back on our liberties? And now Eric Holder is hiding under Barack Obama's executive privilege. Held in contempt of court, Eric Holder is not turning over records regarding the Fast and Furious program, in which a whistleblower risked his life to expose the truth about arms sales to drug cartels.
There's a lot of internal dissent over this controversial tactic. Department of Justice and ATF have both denied that it ever happened. Both agencies say they would never intentionally let guns be sold into the hands of suspected gun runners. But we have evidence to the contrary. We have documentary evidence as well as testimony and interviews with agents who are actually involved.
John Dodson, a federal agent, says what he was asked to do was beyond belief.
You were intentionally letting guns go to Mexico.
The agency was.
An alcohol, tobacco, and firearms senior agent assigned to this Phoenix office since 2010, Dodson's job is to stop gun trafficking across the border. Instead, he says he was ordered to sit by and watch it happen. Investigators call the tactic letting guns walk, in this case into the hands of criminals who would use them in Mexico and the U.S. Dodson's bosses say that never happened. Now he's risking his job to go public.
I'm boots on the ground here in Phoenix and telling you we've been doing it every day since I've been here. Here I am. Tell me I didn't do the things that I did. Tell me you didn't order me to do the things that I did. Tell me it didn't happen. Now you have a name on it. You have a face to put with it. Here I am. Someone now. Tell me it didn't happen.
Agent Dodson and other insiders say the gun-walking strategy was approved all the way to the Justice Department. The idea was to see where the guns ended up, build a big case, and take down a major cartel. And it was all kept secret from Mexico.
So this pretty much wraps up what happens when we have a corrupt government. Eric Holder is indicative of this corruption. Barack Obama, his history, or what we know to be his history, seems to be full of fraud, deception, lies. And now the Supreme Court appears to be bought off, stacked against the American people and our liberties. I gotta tell you, as a nation, we need to make some changes quick. I also believe that Barack Obama's actions are illegal. Hiding under executive privilege, protecting Eric Holder, is not something that a president can or should do, especially in light of all of the charges being filed against his administration. Revealing information, secrets, Stuxnet, the Navy SEAL Team 6, and now this, Fast and Furious. All of these could easily move toward impeachment of Barack Obama. The fact that he lied about his father serving in the military on video, like I just showed you, is an example of one of the many lies that Obama has made. So we're going to do this show from various perspectives, and please stay informed and stay tuned. But bear in mind, this is a work in progress. Investigative journalism is something that you can do from the safety and security of your own home computer. And I urge all of you to look into the details behind what's going on in our government today.